ะนั้นจึงมีความจำเป็นต้องได้เพิ่มทวีความเข้มงวดและสืบต่อปฏิบัติบรรดามาตรการที่ได้ระบุไว้
The Lao government extends measures to counter the Covid-19 outbreak for another 15 days until October 15.
094 หสนย ลงวันที่ 31 สิงหาคม 2021 และเลขที่ 1177 หสนย ลงวันที่ 15 กันยายน 2021 ตื่มอีก 15 วันต่อหน้า โดยเริ่มแต่เวลา 0 โมงของวันที่ 1 ตุลาหาเวลา 24 โมงของวันที่ 15 ตุลา2021 ดังนี้
The Lao government has extended measures to counter the COVID-19 outbreak for another 15 days until October 15 as infections have continued to rise. The pandemic has spread to almost all provinces of the country, with northern Huapan the only coronavirus-free province.
มาตรการต้องเพิ่มทวีการจัดตั้งปฏิบัติ 1. สุ่มใส่การซักวัคซีนให้เป้าหมายต่างๆตามแผนการและคาดหมายที่ได้วางไว้
The chairperson of the National Task Force for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, Mrs. Tipakon Chantawongsa, told a news press conference on Thursday that the government will enhance the enforcement of 14 measures to counter the pandemic. The measures include closing all factories and enterprises where internal outbreak have occurred, and in outbreak areas, exemptions will be given to businesses permitted to function by the task force. Banning travel on roads from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. in Vientiane and provinces where community outbreaks have occurred. Continuing the closure of all border checkpoints for ordinary people. Accelerating vaccination. Continuing with the suspension in issuing visas for foreign visitors. Diplomats, staff of international organizations, experts, and investors intending to visit Laos can apply for permission from the task force. In this regard, foreign ambassadors and heads of international organizations are permitted to undergo quarantine at their residence, while the rest are required to quarantine at designated hotels. Continuing with the closure of entertainment venues, cinemas, spa services, karaoke venues, drinking shops, internet cafes, snooker clubs, casinos, and gaming shops across the country. Massage services, beauty salons, barbershops, night markets, food gardens, and tourism sites will be closed in areas where community outbreaks have been reported. Travel to and from red zones will not be allowed except for those permitted by the relevant task force. All indoor and outdoor sports activities, including competitions and activity in parks, is prohibited where community outbreaks have occurred. Any kind of party or gathering at any location is prohibited. Traders cannot unreasonably increase the price of goods or store food items for personal gain. School classes at all levels will be closed and entrance exams to tertiary education institutions suspended in areas with community outbreaks. Meetings and other activities, including traditional and ritual events involving more than 20 people, are prohibited. In essential cases, permission must be given by a COVID task force before such events are organized. State and private workplaces in areas with community outbreaks shall allow their staff to work from home or assign some to come to offices by rotation.
มาตรการสืบต่อผ่อนผัน
However, the government will allow some businesses to remain open as long as they strictly observe COVID-19 prevention and control measures. These businesses include wholesale and retail shops, supermarkets, mini-marts, and fresh markets. These businesses must be closed by 8 p.m. every day. Barbershops and beauty salons outside of red zones may open if the service providers are fully vaccinated. Restaurants and coffee shops in areas without community outbreaks may continue to open. Factories and enterprises located in areas without community outbreaks may continue to operate if their employees are fully vaccinated and do not live in a red zone. Meetings can be convened outside red zones. School classes can be held in areas without community outbreaks if permission is granted by the task force of provinces.